there are a few things I would say to this comment, and it basically says, one of my biggest fears with writing subtext and themes is readers these days not having enough critical thinking skills. One of the best pieces of advice I ever got as a writer, actually, was to assume that your readers, or your viewers, because this was my screenwriting MA, is to assume that they're smart. Just assume it. Not everyone's going to get everything that you put into the story, and it doesn't often have anything to do with intelligence or critical thinking skills, to be honest. I consider myself a reasonably intelligent person, and sometimes I don't understand the theme or the subtext is lost on me. It just happens. But there will be someone out there who does get it. I think to strike the right balance, you've got to do kind of these two things. And that is, 1, don't talk down to your readers. I know you want to make your work appealing, but don't feel like you have to bring it down in order for people to understand it. Readers can usually tell if you are talking down to them or if you are assuming that they don't know as much as you. They can tell. And even if it's true, they don't really appreciate the condescension. So just treat them like they're smart, okay? The second thing to bear in mind is that even if people aren't going to get everything that you've put into your story, theme, subtext, they will be able to tell if you have put it in or not. They may not be able to decipher what it is, or it just may not be accessible to them for one reason or another. Maybe they're kind of tired while they're reading or watching. That happens to me. But they'll be able to know that you have put it in there or not. Because if it's there, if the theme is there and the subtext is there, the writing will feel more textured and dense. And even if they can't perceive it in the moment, they can sense that it's there. Also, if it is there, then you are creating something that will reward rewatching or rereading. So your story doesn't have just a life cycle of one. People will come back to it because the experience of returning to it is rewarding. They might read it again and go, oh, I didn't see that connection the first time. That's brilliant. So give them those nuggets of goodness to uncover on the second or third or fourth watch or read. And I guess the other thing I want to say is that nobody's audience is everyone. So if you want an audience who's maybe on the more erudite intelligentsia side of things, that is totally okay. There are plenty of writers out there who are writing very experimental, very inaccessible fiction, but they're beloved because there's a small group of people who get what they're doing and they love what they're doing. So you can be that writer too if you want to. You don't need to appeal to everyone. It all depends on the story you're telling and the writer that you want to be.